coffee. Today's going to be a great coffee talk live. Yeah, 8:05, something like that. I want to go get my coffee. If you have tuned in, today's live is going to be awesome. We're talking about migraines. We're talking about stress. We're talking about what causes these things, root issues, holistic care, and we're going to talk about a little bit of politics and stuff that's been going on in the news and stuff like that. So give me just a second. I got to grab my coffee. Okay, good morning. Sorry. Good morning. Today's going to be awesome. Running a little behind, but today's going to be fabulous. We're going to talk about root causes of stress and migraines. We're also going to talk about how you can deal with those, and we're going to talk about holistic things. So if you're just now getting in here, hit the thumbs up button. Anybody? And did you know even jewelry can help change your frequency? There are so many things in God's creation, whether it's, an over-the-counter medicine that helps with a migraine, like an ibuprofen, or a natural remedy. If you're not paying attention to the times and what's going on around us, you better start learning ways of being able to heal things holistically on your own. If you find yourself not being able to go to the store, hey, Teresa, good morning. Might just be me and you on here this morning. No, I got a couple more people in here. Y'all hit the thumbs up button. All right, so if you're watching this, and I want to talk about politics, and I want to talk about the things going on in the world right now. So I watched a video. I'm going to start out with just going over, I got something on my glasses. I'm going to start out with going over, y'all, my hair's crazy. I hadn't even taken a brush to it this morning. Sorry, running behind. I get to start studying stuff, and I get to start looking stuff up on the internet, and I start reading things, and I get so distracted and interested in stuff that I'll just be like, oh crap, it's almost 8 o'clock. So I was listening to a guy talk about, did you know Harvard? Did you know the kids at Harvard, like the wealthy kids, the kids that keep the institution open, and Columbia University, they are millennials, are starting to uprise. These are the kids that are controlling our future. It wasn't about, if I'm not mistaken, it's a rollover from this whole Met Gala thing where the wealthy have been taking advantage of people who don't make as much money, using them as fans and followers, taking their money to make them wealthy, and then slap you in the face with the French Revolution's let them eat cake. It rolled over from that, but it has to do with the way Harvard is operating and allowing rich kids who don't even make the grades to get in, and Columbia University and I believe some of the charity organizations that they're a part of. I'm not sure of all of it, but if y'all aren't, man, everybody is divided, and they are doing so many things behind the scenes. When I say they, I mean just everyday, average, normal people right now are off, like people are separating into their own little groups or whatever. I no longer participate in the whole Republican Democrat bullshit. I don't. I think they're two wings on the same bird. I kind of saw that a long time ago. But it is so easy to divide people right now because they're broke. When you take away people's ability to take care of their own families, pay their bills, buy groceries, it's easy for people to latch onto something, whether it's the truth or not. And when you let's go to anarchy. What are you going to get out of anarchy? Order out of chaos. People don't understand that even if you pick a side, And even if your side is right, all these uprisings are going to cause nothing but a communist rule. That's all it's going to cause. We right now don't have many freedoms, but if you take away what we do have, you're looking at what happened with the French Revolution, communism, socialism. What happened with Russia? What happened with Germany? All I'm saying is that you have a lot of people divided right now. You have a lot of causes that are worth putting your side out there and everything, but uprising is not going to bring anything besides order out of chaos. I mean, that is the plan. It's still playing into a certain idea of utopianism for socialism. It's still playing a role in the whole little movie theatrical events that are going on. I have causes that I firmly believe in, that I stand behind. But I'm not all about, so you better be ready for a period of time of chaos. Anyway, I didn't realize there was so much going on behind the scenes. When you take the time to kind of look at what's going on, and you've got men and women divided, so you've got the family torn apart. You've got blacks and whites divided. You've got Republicans and Democrats divided. Yeah, you better be able to take care of your family should things go south. I guess that's my point. All right, anyway, so today we're going to talk about migraines. We're going to talk about stress, and we're going to talk about why people get migraines. We're going to talk about holistic ways to heal migraines. The number one cause of migraines is stress. The number one cause of migraines is stress. The number one cause of migraines is stress. You can't eliminate all stress, but you can eliminate how you deal with stress, and you can eliminate certain situations. I'm a firm believer in the doctrine of separation. If somebody is causing you stress, and it's not job related, I'm not saying quit your job, but if there are people around you that are purposely draining your energy, that are negative, if they are gossipers, backbiters, causing strife, bringing problems to your table, you have to cut them off. That is biblical, that is spiritual, but I'm going to go over my migraine relief, what's in it, and why it works. I'm also going to go over my Pure and Grounded. So when you have migraines, you need to do two things. You've got to calm the overactive energy that's being produced, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of the times you can reduce it with sodium. Sodium has been called the youth element. Sodium will help your dura mater relax. Oftentimes it'll be swollen due to lack of sodium. That's why you can drink a Coke with sugar and sodium, and it reduces headaches. Now, that's not really a holistic way, but it is an easy way. You can grab a Coke, and a lot of the times the caffeine, the sugar, and the sodium will help to reduce a headache. But if you're not looking for all that toxicity, another reason why people get migraines is they have an overload of toxins in their system. So on an everyday basis, you're at work or you're at home, it's the end of the day, you've had an overload of toxins from within your eating habits and an overload of toxins from without your environment. So you've got stress and you've got poor eating, which combines a multitude of blockages. Those two things are going to block up a lot of pathways, and they're going to prevent good flow. So you've got to handle flow, and you've got to calm. You want to move. You want to bring blood and circulation and oxygen and nutrients to the brain, as well as calm. So you're going to have overactive. Yeah, y'all give me a thumbs up. Okay, so toxins in the body and stress. A lot of the time, people will end up with gut issues, and because of the gut-brain axis connection, they don't understand that their eating habits and that they're overloaded with toxins because of their eating habits are causing a lot of their migraines. So if you're somebody who eats out a lot, or if you're someone who eats out of a can a lot, You could have heavy metals building up in your gut. You could have the lining in your gut that's eroded. Hey, I'm going to take a break here. Has anybody heard that Barbara O'Neill, if you don't know who Barbara O'Neill is, she's a holistic doctor, and she has been sued by Pfizer for $54 million for talking about the benefits of castor oil. She's talked about a whole lot. She's the one on TikTok talking about wild yam cream and the hormone imbalances, being estrogen dominant or not producing enough estrogen and progesterone. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. Interesting. And she was giving advice on how to, I don't remember if it was bird flu or COVID or whatever she was talking about, but she's been sued by Pfizer for $54 million. Anyway, let's go back. So your eating habits, your gut-brain axis could be off. If your gut is disrupted, if it is out of balance, it does directly affect your brain. You've also got the crown chakra and the third eye chakra up there. When the energy flows are blocked, and that's usually due to stress and toxins in your body, you're gonna have migraines. Allergies are another cause of migraines. Allergies are usually due to a buildup of toxins in your body. So your body ends up producing histamine instead of being able to process the allergens around you. Could be food allergies, it could be outdoor allergies, but that's another one. Lack of exercise and lack of a proper flowing lymphatic system. So if your lymphatic system is sluggish, it's not removing those toxins, you're going to end up with migraines. Lack of exercise, because exercise releases toxins through the pores. So God's giving you many different ways of releasing toxins. So whether it's by digestion and you poop or pee it out, whether it's by sweating, whether it's by your lymphatic system, your liver, you've got your lungs, you can cough stuff up. You've got tons of different ways to release toxins. God's giving you many different ways to release toxins. When they build up in your body, you're going to end up with migraines. A liver overload, that's a good one. A lot of the times people end up with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease because there's so many toxins built up in their system. And it's usually, the fatty liver disease is usually caused by eating out. What happens is when you eat out, you don't realize that many of the foods contain heavy metals. So it could be something as simple as grabbing fried, and I like Zaxby's. So let's just say you go to Zaxby's and you get a fried chicken salad and you think, okay, that's healthy. And it is, compared to McDonald's, but it's still going to have heavy metals in there. You have to constantly be trying to get your lymphatic system to move. You have to constantly be working on some way to expel the toxins. The heavy metals gravitate with the fats to the liver. And then once it gets clogged, that energy pathway cannot release the toxins. It can't push it on through. So a toxic liver overload is another reason why you will end up with migraines. And lastly, an energetic overload. Energetic overload from screen time, not enough being outside and grounded in nature, too much TV watching, too much phone watching. Energetic overload, such as being around toxic people, toxic places. But an energetic overload, I'm referring to things that you can't readily just, like you're not putting it in your body on purpose, like food or alcohol or drugs, but it's something outside of you that still enters your aura. It still gets into your biofield. So it could be Wi-Fi connector, the Wi-Fi system in your house. It could be a smart reader. It could be your phone, things like that. So energetic overloads also will produce migraines. So when you're around these things, when you're eating these things, when you're going to experience stress, anxiety, migraines. One thing you can consider that I don't even sell is grounding sheets at night. They help to, when they say ground, it pulls all that excess energy out, just like a grounding wire to a house. Anything extra that your body is not producing for good, it will pull out grounding sheets, I've heard, are very good to try. All right, another thing I'm going to talk about is the move. You got to get the flow going, and you've also got to ground. So in my migraine relief, I'm going to talk about these certain essential oils, what they do, why I put them in there. I made this years and years ago. It has got peppermint, spearmint, and wintergreen. Those are 3 movers. So it helps if you apply it to the temples. You can apply it to the wrist. You can smell it. Remember, essential oils work on the limbic system. It's an involuntary reaction that your body does on its own. So it's going to take in the essential oils. The movement is going to help to bring the blood flow back. It's going to help to get the nutrients and oxygen to the cells. And then the calmers of geranium, ylang ylang, and lavender are going to work on things like the actual duramata. They're going to reduce swelling. They're going to calm. They're going to mediate tension. They're going to help with excess energy. A lot of people don't understand, like, what is it about essential oils when you rub them on that they actually help to reduce stress and anxiety? It's because they work on both your energetic field and your physical body. There's things out there like, compare it to an ibuprofen. An ibuprofen works strictly on the physical, okay? Strictly on the physical. Hey, man at Grammy's Homestead. So when you take a Tylenol, you take an ibuprofen, those are going to work strictly on the physical. When you use something from nature, it's going to have a twofold effect. It's going to work on the physical, and it's going to work on your energetic fields. So that you can't see. They are also still physical, but it's something that you can't readily see. I picked a really bad day to do this outside. So when you use grounding essential oils, they help to process that extra energy, whether it's in your crown chakra. We call it the crown chakra, but it can be manifested in stress, headaches, migraines. Your third eye, oftentimes it could be sinus related if it's in through here, if it's down in through here. You've got excessive energy that is more or less just spinning, and you've got a blocked pathway that cannot clear out. So you have to open up the pathway. Those are your moving oils. You've got peppermint, you've got spearmint, you've got wintergreen, and then you've got calming oils to ground that excessive energy. And that is your geranium, your lavender, your ylang ylang. And so that's what is in the migraine relief. I may have to cut this short. I want to talk a minute about pure and grounded. For people who are dealing with stress, migraines, and they're not, now the wind's blowing and it looks like a storm's coming in. I'm going to let this be for a minute till this calms down. Can y'all hear me, or are you getting a lot of background noise? Can somebody answer me? Okay, well, so I want to tell y'all this. I've got somebody, and I don't know if she wants me to say this or not, that is going to allow me to give some holistic counseling, and hopefully she likes the results. And hopefully she likes the results, and we'll report back to y'all on how it's going. So y'all, the wind is blowing my paper everywhere, my stuff everywhere. So if you're interested in looking into holistic counseling, and it could be for weight loss, it could be for high blood pressure, it could be for high blood sugar, it could be for stress management, it could be for getting yourself back together. And that's another thing. When I started out talking about the politics of today, there is nothing you can do about what's going on in Washington. There is nothing you can do about what's going on in the world with the celebrities and all that kind of stuff. The only thing you can control is yourself. And the best thing that we can do, everybody right now, is to get ourselves aligned with God, our spirituality, take our health back, take our food supplies back. Those of you that have the ability to grow, to raise, to take care of your own families, taking everything back so that if something later down the road does happen, you're mentally prepared for it, you're spiritually prepared for it, you're physically prepared for it. There's a lot of people out there that don't realize that if there were to be some kind of... I have a dump truck right behind my camera. I'm probably going to do... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to put up a video later today going over some of this stuff and just making it clear. But if you're interested in holistic counseling, you can look me up on Missy's Naturals. I'm doing 25% off right now. And what I'm going to do is a video later going in more detail about Pure and Grounded and about migraines, about stress, and trying to put it together a little bit better because I'm so distracted by this dump truck. Okay, I'm going to get off here and I'll just do a video later today. God just did not intend this to happen, okay? Y'all have a blessed day. Be looking for the video later.